As we continue our journey through Lent, we pick up in the third Sunday the gospel passage where Jesus is really, talking about the need for the fruits of repentance. And it's really interesting. I think we'll just zero in right there on the gospel. He holds up these examples of these events that happened in the past. So King Herod's massacre of people worshiping in Galilee, those who were crushed under the falling Tower of Siloam, and then he references the fig tree. But just take the first two examples. Basically, he references these events and basically says, look, do you think that because they died, their sins were worse than other people's? Do you think they had a greater need of repentance than other people because they had died? He says, no. That's not the case. God isn't in the business of retributive justice. It isn't about, he's not going to, take things away from our individual lives because we've sinned. We've all sinned. We're all in the same boat. And just because somebody has gone, and even tragically, doesn't mean that they had sinned worse than other people. Every single one of us is in need of repentance. And here's the good news, and Jesus, picks up on his third thing. He reminds us that his mercy is more, right? His mercy is more than the death that those people had experienced. His mercy is more than the cross that he will experience. His mercy is more. And as he makes the last reference, he tells us a short little parable, of a guy who had a fig tree and it wasn't bearing fruit, and he wanted it cut down. And the gardener says, no, just give it a little more time. Let me work with it. Let me influence it. Let me fertilize it. Let me try to help it to grow. And if then it doesn't bear any fruit, then you can cut it down. Right, and Jesus is kind of like that with us in this Lenten season. We're approaching the midway mark, sort of, and it's time for us to really stop and say, well, okay, am I bearing fruit? I know that I've been in need of repentance. I know that changes need to take place in my life. Are they taking place? Are my Lenten practices leading to good fruit in my life and the life of other people? And if not, Jesus comes to us and says, give it a little more time. Let me work with you. Let me nurture you. Let me get you, deep in the Father's heart. Let me get you to the sacraments. Let me get you to reconciliation, whatever it is. Jesus wants to nurture the growth that will bring about great fruit in our life and the lives of other people. So, there's still time, right? There's still time, and there's still time in our lives. But the gravity of the whole thing, rings out in this gospel reading. No, God isn't, going to drop the tower on you or strike the lightning bolt because you've done wrong. But the gravity of the need for repentance is there. But so is the depth of Jesus' mercy and his desire to work with you in your continued growth throughout this season and throughout your life. His mercy is more. His mercy is more than death. His mercy is more than the cross. His mercy is more.